Keep on it, on it, on it.
You niggas got the audacity to question me? Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism? What's good, man? You disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down, they think I don't have a degree. What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same. While y'all was still asleep before hitting colors 3, I was dashiki down speaking in these streets. All I wanted to do was save little black boys. Give them school, teach them not to be in jail or unemployed. Bitch, I'm a psychologist, I do this education shit. When you on the top though, people on they hating shit. Y'all don't even donate shit, so I ain't really feeling ya. I'm the most requested black scholar in America. I done been on News One, I done been on Breakfast Club, I done wrote a book, Psychoacademic Holocaust. I don't even understand why you wanna hate me. Kids are being misdiagnosed with ADHD. Fuck all you haters for trying to strip my business. I fight racism, y'all just fighting tickets. Fuck all the critics, when you win and they come after you. I refund the school money, then I'm going to Africa. Fuck all you coons who went and snitched to them crackers. Now they wanna strip me of my credentials, you bastards. Fuck the judge and jury, give a fuck what the court said. And fuck Tariq Nasheed with his little ass forehead, nigga. And fuck you too, Roland Martin. That's right. Little motherfucker. That's right. Nigga. Had me on News One with all them coons up there, asking me all them questions. Right. Like I'm not the motherfucking king of this black scholar hotep shit, nigga. I've been doing this shit longer than all you niggas. All you niggas gonna respect me. You niggas got the audacity to question me? Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism? What's good, man? You disrespectful Negroes are crazy. Meek Millie was goody. Philly, stand up. They want to shut me down, they think I don't have a degree. What's a piece of paper to a nigga like me? I got Frederick Douglass blood running through these veins. His hair, my beard, it's snappy all the same. While y'all was still asleep before hitting colors 3, I was dashiki down speaking in these streets. All I wanted to do was save little black boys. Give them school, teach them not to be in jail or unemployed. Bitch, I'm a psychologist, I do this education shit. When you on the top though, people on they hating shit. Y'all don't even donate shit, so I ain't really feeling ya. I'm the most requested black scholar in America. I done been on News One, I done been on Breakfast Club, I done wrote a book, Psychoacademic Holocaust. I don't even understand why you wanna hate me. Kids are being misdiagnosed with ADHD. Fuck all you haters for trying to strip my business. I fight racism, y'all just fighting tickets. Fuck all the critics, when you win and they come after you. I refund the school money, then I'm going to Africa. Fuck all you coons who went and snitched to them crackers. Now they wanna strip me of my credentials, you bastards. Fuck the judge and jury, give a fuck what the court said. And fuck Tariq Nasheed with his little ass forehead, nigga. And fuck you too, Roland Martin. That's right. Little motherfucker. That's right. Nigga. Had me on News One with all them coons up there, asking me all them questions. Right. Like I'm not the motherfucking king of this black scholar hotep shit, nigga. I've been doing this shit longer than all you niggas. All you niggas gonna respect me. I'm Dr. Umar.
All right. Let me get some black fists in the chat. If you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear, and we'll get this party started. The algorithm recently pushed a video my way. I said, wait a minute. I said, hold on. Is Umar Johnson gonna get called out on stage yet again? Y'all, I done seen maybe 2 or 3 videos this week alone of him getting called out on stage. I don't know what year, what date this video is exactly, but motherfuckers been running up on Umar, y'all. They've been running up on Umar. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission. Speaking of which, we had a Cash App that came through on the last live stream that I just now got a notification for. So, Aaron, if you're still watching, I appreciate the contribution, Aaron. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. This lady gonna run up on Umar. I wonder what for. I wonder if he stuck his hand in the cookie jar or if she has other issues with Jermaine Shoemake. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. And this is a live call-in show. The StreamYard link is pinned to the top of the chat. Go ahead and click the link, call in, and let me know what you think.
I am talking about free
your
women.
population.
I am talking about free
They
women
do
that started
not
this
speak
movement.
out against white
Yes,
supremacy.
they do.
And the
Yes,
reason
they do.
LBGT does
You're
not, I'm not talking
incorrect.
about you as an individual,
I am
but the
talking-
reason
you are
why
incorrect.
the LBGT movement does not speak out against white supremacy.
Because I didn't understand. I said, I'm the most likable guy. How could you not like me? What's wrong with these black feminists? I support the black woman. Are you crazy? When I'm fighting in the schools, I'm helping single moms most of the time. What's going on? Then I figured it out. Somebody sent me their pictures. The top 5 feminists. And guess what they all had in common? They was all ugly.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. So I think this is the footage leading up to the altercation. So hold on. If this woman that's gonna call him out is a black feminist, heavy set LGBTQ plus woman, she was probably in the audience getting triggered, y'all. She was probably hearing this shit and her blood was boiling. This nigga said he looked up the top 5 feminists. They got something in common. Guess what it is? They all ugly. Oh damn! Hey, this nigga is a scammer with that school and whatnot, but he do know how to sneak in the jokes. Okay, he do know how to sneak in the jokes. He's a much more orator than Tariq Nasheed, that's for sure.
You said that loud.
I will get it. He bold with his arrogance.
It's all ugly. And I said, I see what this is. In psychology, there's something called transference and projection. It's when you're really, you really desire something that you can't have, and it makes you mad, so you project it onto something else. And because I'm cute, they mad.
You ain't that cute.
Leave me alone. My God.
Man, this gives me dirty Mac and preacher vibes, y'all. I feel like we're in one of those what do they call them, prosperity churches? This is a prosperity preacher or something. I mean, it's just weird. Like, what was this lecture supposed to be about? Did you guys pay to go see Umar? I have questions, guys. I have questions.
I mean, my goodness, I'm not even famous yet, man. I mean, my goodness, they come and wake up. Dr. Umar, they keep picking with me, y'all. I remember my book came out. And for those of y'all who don't have my book, Psychoacademic Holocaust, make sure you get a copy tonight. It's available on my table out that door. I'll sign it for you. You must read it if you're raising a black child, especially a boy. You must read it. I teach so that we're all crystal clear on where I stand. Yes, it is true. I do not support it. Yes, it is true. I do not condone it. But it is absolutely false if anyone says that Dr. Umar Johnson hates any of my brothers and sisters who practice a traditional lifestyle, a non-traditional form of marriage. Okay? In my school, there will be none of that type of energy. I don't believe it's in the best interests of African people. And I understand that although you might be gay or lesbian.
Desmond, you tripping. Why is Desmond talking about he's thin? This nigga looking pugly. He got a belly that's busting through that dashiki. Is this supposed to be Umar when he was thin, y'all? Is this supposed to be Jermaine when he was thin?
I understand that there's certain forces within the United States government. There's certain forces within European society that are pushing and propagating that particular lifestyle because they recognize the threat it poses to the continuation of African life, because 2 men cannot make a child and 2 women cannot make a child. Because I disagree with the way you live doesn't mean I hate you. Of course not. Doesn't mean I want to see harm come to you. Of course not. You catch the same type of racism we catch, whether you gay or not. But what I would argue is if you got an issue, if we disagree on some things in the black community, brothers and sisters, and I want my gay and lesbian brothers to hear me if any of them are here, if we disagree on something, you must still have enough political savvy not to let the European use our disagreement to start a civil war in the black community. We can have that conversation in private, but don't give them the leverage of trying to use you against me. It's the same argument.
Guys, I'm telling you, I'm getting dirty macking preacher vibes, y'all. I feel like I'm at a degenerate ass black church somewhere. I feel like Umar Johnson is gonna say, hold on, y'all. Hold on. The Holy Ghost is telling me a name. The Holy Ghost is telling me a name. Brandon. Is there a Brandon out there? Brandon, come up to the stage, Brandon. Brandon, a man has called you Bucci Bear. Is that right? Your nickname is Bucci. Well, Brandon, listen, Umar Johnson will deliver you, okay? After you come to the stage and have a blessing from Umar, King Kong Consciousness, the Prince of Pineapple Pan Pizza, the king of this Pan-African shit. After Umar Johnson blesses you, Brandon, you won't like men's no more.
I finally touched a first female. And when I say it felt good, ooh, like the camel noodle soup. Good. Good. I'm not gay no more. Good. I am delivered. Good. Good. Like the camel noodle soup. Good. I don't like men no more. It felt good. 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 Good. Like the camel noodle soup. Good. I don't like men no more. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I'm not gay no more. I don't like men no more. I am delivered. I'm not.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Umar seemed like he's trying to deliver someone, y'all. He's trying to deliver someone. Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh, and guys, I forgot. I don't clickbait you. I don't trick you to view my video. I know that title clearly says Umar Johnson School Update, so let me actually slow down for a moment. Let me go ahead and slow down for a moment and start by providing you with that Umar Johnson School Update, y'all. The update is, even though he said several years ago the school would be coming, the update is he got some desperate mothers together on Mother's Day to do a paint day, y'all. Umar is doing paint days.
I want to thank the brothers and sisters who came out this past weekend to Wilmington, Delaware to help us paint the inside of the Marcus.
Yes, guys, peep game. Out of all the clout that Umar has, he can only get 3 Umarians to come out and paint his school for free. And correct me if I'm wrong, he's had several of these paint days. So I'm like, nigga, the school still ain't painted?
Harvey Re-Africanization Academy. I want to say thank you to all you who came out this past weekend and helped us out. We had a beautiful time Saturday and Sunday getting the school ready for our young men. Thank you, Sister Brittany, Sister Deanna, Brother Jonathan, Sister Jennifer, Brother Carl, Sister TT.
Sir, if you can't even afford professional painters to paint the school, we don't have any confidence that that school is going to be opening up to young men anytime soon.
Queen Mother Francis, Queen Mother Marvita, Queen Mother Denise, Brother Ricardo, Brother Marcus, Sister Sharon.
Why is he naming up? Nigga, stop capping. Why is he naming all these names when we see 3, maybe 4 people there?
Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you're lying, but you sound excited, and you know that I know that you're lying. Oh girl.
Yo, what is going? He naming hella names, but we only see 3, maybe 4 people there. Let's count how many names.
Saturday and Sunday, getting the school ready for our young men. Thank you, Sister Brittany, Sister Deanna,
2,
Brother Jonathan, Sister
3,
Jennifer, Brother
4,
Carl,
5,
Sister TT,
6,
Queen Mother Francis,
7,
Queen Mother
8,
Marvita, Queen Mother Denise,
9,
Brother Ricardo,
10,
Brother Marcus, Sister
11,
Sharon, Brother
12,
Raphael,
13,
Sister Carla,
14,
Sister Marvina,
15,
Queen Mother Gloria.
16,
Thanks to Osazi, Ty, and
17.
Sanchez on the security. We will be having another paint day, but in
Guys, why did he just list 17 people and we don't see 17 people? And why did this motherfucker say security? You needed security? You know that you're so hated, that you're such a polarizing figure. You know that somebody might pop up there and whoop your ass, Umar. This nigga needed security to have his followers come through and paint for Big Papa. Oh God, oh God. Hey, brother, if you can't even open the school up to the public without security, you're not the people's champ. You're not the people's champ. So now that we've got our Umar Johnson school update out the way, let's continue with this footage I recently found of him getting called out on stage.
I give to black women. Yes, black women have issues with black men, sister. It's true that we have sexism in the black community. That's true, brothers. Let's be honest, whether it's the church or the revolutionary group, we normally only want the black women for 3 things: taking notes, baking food, and making cookies. And you know what cookies are, okay? And I think a black woman has more to offer than just those 3 things. So brothers, yes, we can be sexist against our women. Ain't no issue with that. And black women, we got to deal with that. But that don't mean you go and join the white woman's lib movement. Right. The white woman don't care about you either, black woman. She's only using you for your numerical strength. Okay? When that white woman's lid popped off in the early 1900s, that white woman got in black women's heads and made the black woman think that the black man was her problem. Let's take a look at that. I understood why the white woman fought the white man. I understood it. You know why? The white man controlled if she could work. He controlled if she could leave the house. He controlled whether she could wear pants or not. He said your job is to raise the kids and nothing else. He controlled her. Now, black woman, let me ask you a question. What black man gonna stop your ass from getting a job? Black woman, let me ask you. Since when have we ever controlled how you dress? Okay? Black man can keep no black woman in no house. Y'all don't listen to us. So how are you gonna pop up talking about I'm fighting for women's rights with the white woman? The white man controls her. We've never controlled you guys. So if there's a black male-female issue, talk about it in-house. Yeah. If there's a black, gay, heterosexual issue, let's talk about it in-house. But don't let your oppressor use you as a weapon against the others.
No, hold on, Umar. If you want to keep things in-house, does that mean that when we call out the scammers in the community like yourself, we should keep it in-house? Is that what you meant when you said to my TV, why you gotta do me like that?
Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years and you still haven't.
Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that, bro?
Oh, damn. See, that was too public. That wasn't in-house. I should have sent him a personal email and said, hey, dude, why you scamming us for 4 years with that school long con? I guess that's what he means by keeping it in-house.
No matter how much I disagree with things that certain black folk do, I will never let white folks try to use me against them. I think President Obama is one of the greatest sellouts we had in my lifetime. But white folks, even with that being said, no white person could come to me and try to get me to assassinate President Obama's character. You understand? For the sake of the Republicans and for the sake of the Tea Party. You can't use me against my own, even if his ass is trifling. Are y'all following me?
And y'all got to get the likes up. Let's get the math. And we got over 100 people here, only 28 likes. Let's go ahead and get that to at least 60, 70 likes. And until we get the likes up, how should I punish you? How should I punish you? Maybe I'll make you listen to Umar say how our community is filled with retards who don't deserve reparations. Yeah, go ahead and listen to Umar explain away our reparations claim while I patiently wait for you to hit the like button.
But don't you think that if we got reparations, that would have helped?
Let me ask you a question. The question on the table. If we get reparations, will that help us? If somebody is mentally ill in a mental asylum, mental hospital, you give him $1 million.
Gone.
Does it reverse the illness?
No, it don't.
Does it do anything to treat his problem?
No.
So let's take that to a community. If a community has no institutions, no way to trap the money in their community, they own none of the institutions, and you drop a couple $1 trillion in that community.
It's over.
How is that money going to benefit the people when all the institutions in the community that are going to take their money are not owned by people who look like them? I'm going to ask it another way. If we don't responsibly spend the money we already have,
how can we spend more?
What makes you think giving you more is going to change your situation? Now, let me say this. I want to be clear. I support reparations.
Okay.
For sure.
I support it. The reparations movement was born from the Pan-Africanist movement. I support reparations. What I don't support is thirsty, opportunistic Negroes who are pushing for reparations externally before we have.
Come on, y'all. I know we got the haters watching in the bushes. We didn't charge you an entrance fee, so you can at least hit that like button. Let me think. We won't proceed with the content until you get the likes up at bare minimum, or hit the Cash App or the PayPal as always. But I'd prefer you to just hit the like button. I think until we get the likes up, I think you'll have to listen to Tariq Nasheed's failed attempt at rapping. There we go. This might be a little bit harder on your ears.
Look at me, Sam. You rap, don't you?
Yes.
I said you rap, don't you?
Yes.
I say if you're gonna bust a rap, don't mess around with it. Do it expeditiously. Now rap!
Let me start it off with a message to the gentleman. I hate to see your brother man acting all feminine. You just like a player hater acting like a woman. Gotta roll your eyes every time you see me coming. You little anti-pimp, you can get the fist. And if you have a problem with the flex, we can handle this. Cause I'm a man and I don't get into cat fights. I'ma throw a left and after that I hold my cat tight. Cause I'm a pimp, use a simp and a big dummy. Every time you see your girl, you gotta give her rent money. Every freak you meet, I've already knocked the boots. And when they say my name, you exclaim,
Yeah, I know that, fool.
Look at that, talk.
All right. Let's proceed with the content, y'all. Let's go. Keep the likes up.
So we got to make sure we exercise that principle. Because white folks love to play these games. Well, what do you think about Umar Johnson? Okay, I might not agree with everything my brother said, but that's my brother. And at the end of the day, if a war popped off, he would have my back before you, white man, so we can have that conversation. Okay? And we got to make sure we exercise that because nobody else puts their internal racial business on Front Street with black folks.
Yeah.
Do you realize that there's different types of Jews in America? And they don't really like each other? I know because I went to school with them. I learned from them that they don't like each other. Can't stand each other. But when it comes to dominating that economy, all that petty difference, put that to the side. We're going to talk about the money right now. Are y'all following me?
Yeah.
Europeans don't all like each other. I know because I work with them. Irish think they better than Italians. Italians think they better than the Polacks. Polacks think they better than the Jews. Jews think they better than the Anglo-Saxons. Anglo-Saxons think they God. Blonde hair, blue eye, you can't tell them a damn thing. But guess what? When it comes to white supremacy, we're going to put that to the side for a minute. Let's get back in control of the world, go back to fighting later. Same thing the Asians do. Same thing the Arabs do. But when it comes to black folk, we're not mature enough to say, wait a minute, y'all. This fighting we doing is going to leave us all behind.
Yeah.
We got to get over our petty differences, brothers and sisters. And one of the first petty differences we got to get over is the belief that the only way we can get forward is if we all believe in the same religion.
That's right.
We ain't got to all believe in the same religion. For what? You Christian, I respect that. I ain't got a problem with you. You Muslim, I respect that. I ain't got a problem with you. You Jehovah's Witness, I respect that. I ain't got a problem with you. Stop starting to watch towers under my daughter. If you can't, you Nation of Islam, that's all right. You Moor, that's all right. You God and Earth, that's all right. You Nawapian, that's all right. You practice voodoo, that's all right. Santini, Apollo, Lukumi, Rasta, Ifa, Akan, whatever the system, that's all right. You got a right to build your relationship with divine consciousness any kind of way you feel.
Who's my number 4? Queen.
I'm actually gonna pass it to my sister after we.
Okay, so y'all set me up.
No.
Go ahead.
All right, Dr. Umar, my name is Diane. Resident here in Kansas City, and I am one of those ugly black feminists that you are not a fan of. So I appreciate you coming here to Kansas City, and I figure if I'm going to have something to say, I'm going to say it to your face. So I do appreciate you addressing my concerns regarding anti-LGBT rhetoric and anti-feminist rhetoric. So I appreciate you saying that up front. So my question is, the exact definition of hate speech is speech that offends, threatens, insults groups based on race, color, religion, natural origin, sexual orientation, disability, or other traits. That is the definition of hate speech. We can say all day long that we don't hate a particular type of person, but I want to know, how is that rhetoric any different than white folks that say that black people are thugs, are mentally not together, that we are unintelligent? How is it possible? How is that not different as a black man saying that black feminists are ugly, saying that queer people are, you said it earlier, I can see you on tape. How is that different than saying that gay people are molested, that we are pedophiles? How is that any different than white people? He has said that online, and I have the video. Yes, you have. No, you did say that right. So my question is, how is this anti-woman, anti-gay rhetoric any different than white folks who say that black people are dumb, that we're thugs? Homophobia is hate speech, and anti-womanness is hate speech.
Okay. May I respond?
You can.
All right. Now, first, we got to take the emotionalism out of it. We won't be able to dialogue. Okay? I'm going to respond, but for the sake of time, I'm going to answer everybody's question. And if you like, when I'm done, me and you can have a private, respectful conversation. Okay? Now, okay. Well, this one I'm going to go through, then we can come back to it if you want to have that conversation. Number 1, and because I got ADHD, I didn't remember everything, but I think I could get to most of the highlights of what you said. First, you said homophobia.
Yes.
So first you said homophobia, and phobia is the fear of, and King Kong consciousness ain't afraid of no homo. Like, where's he about to go with this, guys? Let's see.
Oh, you're going to tell me that it's a mental illness from an outdated DSM-3 that was abolished in 1973? Don't try it.
That's like history is not to be abolished.
DSM-5?
This is the DSM-5.
Oh, that we're mentally ill. Go ahead. I just want to hear you answer the question.
And I'm going to be respectful to you, okay? I didn't pick this up to talk about the fact that homosexuality was a mental illness in this book until 1974. But since you brought it up, I'll start with that. If you read the American Psychiatric Association position paper on the removal of homosexuality from this book as a mental illness, and I have it, it's available online, it clearly says that we did not change this classification because we had sufficient evidence to prove that people were born this way. So one of the questions that got to be dealt with from the Eurocentric mental health framework that we're dealing with this issue in, why was it removed? Now, having said that, I picked up the book to ask you on what page is the mental illness homophobia?
It's not a mental illness. It's a disease, just like racism is a disease.
Who defined homophobia as a disease? This is the authority of mental illness. Where is the diagnosis homophobia?
It's not a diagnosis. It's a state of being. It's a state of being.
Phobia.
It's a state
of phobia. A phobia is in this book.
Okay, so hate
and
speech against gay people.
Let me. Phobia is fear. Simple phobia, any type of claustrophobia, It's a fear. You said homophobia. I'm not afraid of nobody. I've been asked by homosexuals and lesbians to have conversations with them on their radio shows. I normally accept the invitation for respectful dialogue. I don't run from the opportunity if it's going to be respectful. Now, I stand by my position as a psychologist, as an educator, as a therapist for normally 20 years. And in 95% of the cases of gay and lesbians I personally know and met and worked with, most of them were victims of sexual abuse as children. I'm speaking not what some white person wrote in some research study. I'm telling you what I know. Amongst black folk, it is a pathology born of childhood sexual victimization. Denial is at the root of all mental illness. It's easy to say I was born like this, so I don't have to deal with the pain that triggered it. Now, I never said that because you are gay, you want to prey on children sexually. Now, do you have a strong case of homosexuals and lesbians who prey on children? Look at the Roman Catholic Church. We don't have to debate whether or not folks who are sexually confused who may also prefer children. But am I going to wholesale indict the whole population and say because you're gay you want to molest children? I've never said that. I've never said that, and I never will say that. I'm very responsible with my words. Now, you drew a comparison that I wouldn't disagree with. You said, how is me disagreeing with homosexuality? How is that any different from the white man saying black folks was dumb and stupid and this and that? You know what the difference is? That was lies about us. That could be proven. You're wrong. I don't denigrate or downgrade black gays and lesbians. Why would I do that? Do you realize black gay men have one of the highest suicide rates in America?
Because a speech like a what you
No.
community. Speech like a what you put out to the community.
If what you say
Shame
is true,
and silence is why people don't come out.
What about before he was even born? What about before he was even born?
Thank you, sir. Thank
Well,
you.
okay, what about 100 years ago, 200 years ago?
What about it?
There's no argument.
I'm asking you. I mean,
There were.
but you said him.
There have been
So what
homophobia has
about
been around for
what was
centuries.
going on before he was born?
He inherited it and he decided to continue the
How?
conversation.
Listen.
We will talk offline.
Queen, stay with me. It is a political fact for anyone with common sense. It is a political fact for anyone with common sense. Dr. King was assassinated in 1968. Black Panther Party was destabilized in 1972. Homosexuality became normal in 1974. It is a political fact that homosexuality was declassified as an illness, so it could be used to take over the black civil rights struggle. LGBT is what they call the new black. We know it's not black, but they're using it to ignore the black agenda in deference of the LGBT agenda. It is the only minority issue that matters in this country. Now, let me ask you a question, my queen. Since we're talking about freedom of speech and people's rights and looking out for those who are being oppressed and denied their opportunity, where the hell was the LGBT movement when Michael Brown was murdered? Where the hell Y'all speak out against what goes on with black
To
folks.
answer that for you.
No, y'all
I've
don't.
been to Ferguson. I started an organization here, and maybe
We're talking about you. I'm talking about that movement.
Guess what? The three women that started Black Lives Matter, both Patrice and Alicia, are queer Black women, and they are making
Talking
sure.
about individuals.
I am talking.
That's not a flag. Say, guys, I don't know when this was originally shot. I don't know when this happened. But yeah, that's not a flex. We know that them dyke chicks was scamming and scheming, y'all. Hindsight being 2020, we know Black Lives Matter was a scamming ass organization.
About three
your
women.
population.
I am talking about three women that started this movement.
Out against white
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
LGBT
No, you're
I'm not talking about
incorrect.
you as an individual,
I am
but the
talking- you
reason
are
why
incorrect.
the LGBT movement does not speak out against white supremacy is
You wanna
because
bet?
they are a part of it.
Wow.
And I love you. That's in love.
I'm gonna say this one last thing.
Number 4.
Anybody look at
You. I'm talking about that movement.
Guess what? The 3 women that started Black Lives Matter, both Patrice and Alicia, are queer Black women, and they are making
talking
sure.
about individuals.
I am talking
I'm
about 3
your population.
women. I am talking about 3 women that started this movement.
Out against white
Yes,
supremacy.
they do.
And the
Yes,
reason
they do.
LBGT does not, I'm not talking about you as an individual, but the reason why the LBGT movement does not speak out against white supremacy is because they are a part of it. Here's my number 4. And I love you. That's in love. That's in love. Number 4. Who's my?
Anybody look up our story? Anybody look up? I would say you have a fact. Just prove myself right. Look up the Her Story of the Black Lives Matter movement, and you will see that the 3 women that started that are feminists and 2 are queer, and they are not about the liberation of Black people. It's about the liberation of gay people. And the liberation
I want to deal with that. I want to deal with that real quick. Because that is my issue with their movement. Stay with me. Stay with me. Let me go back to my ancestor, Frederick Douglass. Then we gonna move on. Because one thing we got to do, y'all, I talk about this.
This nigga, if you don't stop using Frederick Douglass' name in vain, nigga, if you don't stop, the family already came out and said no relation.
So y'all hear me talk about this. When we talk about the Black agenda, we have to stop taking time away from the Black agenda to feed other people's agendas. Like,
Yeah, AJ says the BLM website was a complete mess when I looked at it. Not only was it a mess, but it was weird. They had like some outline of a family and it had no father in it. It was like 2 mothers and a child.
I want to draw a parallel, respectfully. When Frederick Douglass was fighting for the right for Blacks to get the vote, Susan B. Anthony and other white feminists told Frederick Douglass that you should not let the Black man get the vote until the white woman get the vote. And Frederick Douglass said the struggle of a whole race ain't got a damn thing to do with your struggle against your man. No, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. You cannot equate the gay struggle with the Black struggle. That's it. My queen. That's our problem. Respectfully.
They are linked together.
Respectfully. They are not together.
Yes, they are.
No, my sister, no. No. The LGBT movement is a movement for the right to practice a certain behavior.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. I despise Umar. He's scamming with that school, but he's right. The LGBTQ plus squared hyphenated issue is totally separate from the Black issue. We're fighting for reparations and equal treatment, and y'all are fighting to be able to fuck who you want without people criticizing you.
Struggle for Black folk is a struggle to be treated like a human being.
Damn, y'all, that was interesting. That was interesting. Some of you guys are telling me that was back in 2015. Hey, that was a new one for me. That was definitely a new one for me. And whenever I find some new footage of Umar or Tariq or any of these clowns, God damn it, I like to bring it to my audience. We got one more stream that we're going to do this evening. Don't go anywhere. As soon as this broadcast ends, the next one will begin automatically. And you know what? The next one is a very interesting one. I was over behind enemy lines. I was on an African channel. And goddamn it, with them Africans are on their own channels, they speak freely. They say what's really on their mind. And would you believe it, guys? Would you believe that I was over on an African channel and I heard them folks say that white people are more African than Black Americans, y'all. The Africans was over on their channel the other day talking about how white people are more African than Black Americans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that next broadcast, shall we? When this stream ends, don't go anywhere. There will be a 10-second countdown on your screen, and the next stream will